Today marks the biggest day yet in Iran's farewell to its slain Supreme Leader, with a massive procession expected through the streets of Tehran. But behind the scenes, officials are not just planning a funeral. According to a leaked document, they are also preparing for mass casualties. Khamenei ruled Iran for nearly 4 decades before he was killed in a joint US-Israeli strike that sparked the war in February. His funeral was delayed for more than 4 months because of the conflict. It finally began on July 4 in Tehran and will move through Qom and Iraq before concluding with his burial at the Imam Reza Shrine in Mashhad on July 9. Estimates of the turnout vary, but Iranian officials have said as many as 20 million people could take part in the week-long ceremonies. According to a report by Germany's Die Welt, a classified letter sent to Iran's first vice president, Mohammad Reza Aref, projected between 1,500 and 3,000 possible deaths during the ceremonies, mainly due to overcrowding and extreme summer heat. The report says a special unit has been created to handle the dead and the missing, while thousands of graves have reportedly been prepared at Tehran's Behesht-e Zahra cemetery. The concerns are not without precedent. In 2020, a crowd crush at General Qasem Soleimani's funeral killed 56 people. In 1989, Ayatollah Khamenei's funeral left around 8 people dead. This time, Iranian authorities say they are taking no chances, providing free public transport, round-the-clock metro and bus services, temporary hospitals, and volunteers spraying water on crowds to help people cope with the heat. The funeral is also unfolding against the backdrop of a fragile ceasefire. Washington and Tehran have paused talks on ending the war for the week, even as tensions continue over the Strait of Hormuz. Khamenei's son and successor Mojtaba, who was reportedly wounded in the February strikes, has not appeared in public since being named Iran's new supreme leader. Israel's defense minister has said he too could become a target. Not everyone in Iran is mourning quietly. Messages sent to Iran International describe shops being forced to close, employees ordered to attend the ceremonies, and companies pressured into helping fund the events, even as inflation remains high and government subsidies are cut. For many, grief is intertwined with anger over the deadly crackdown on protesters just months earlier. US President Donald Trump also weighed in, telling Axios that much of Iran's remaining leadership was gathered in one place. Trump said Washington was holding back because it still needed someone to negotiate with, and claimed Iran was, in his words, begging for a deal. He also questioned whether the mourners' tears were genuine, suggesting at one point that they could be staged. For now, the procession continues towards Mashhad. The graves remain ready and the ceasefire holds, at least for one more week.